Okay, so my name is Bella. For anyone who doesn't know, welcome to my channel. New videos coming soon, so if you haven't already, I don't know what you're waiting for. Go ahead and hit the subscribe button and come on back next time for more. Okay, so today we are here to talk about the whole Michael Jackson documentary. Now, I don't know how everybody feels about it, but me personally, not feeling it. Not feeling it. There's this whole Me Too movement going on right now. This whole like Time's Up movement going on. This whole like basically Time's Up for celebrities and people in power abusing and raping and molesting and all this type of stuff, right? Right. I feel like this country has a way of shifting things. Like people are trying to say like, I will never be, what is this thing I see going around? I will never be so pro-black that I'll turn my head to a child molester or something like that. And I'm seeing this and I'm like, I'm not saying that I will okay child molesting. No, that's no, definitely not. But what I'm saying is I will always wonder, what is this? I'm not saying, this is complicated. I will always be conscious of, is this a racial thing? Is the narrative trying to be switched? You know what I'm saying? Because I feel like this whole movement started with Harvey Weinstein and some really big people, mostly predominantly white males who have been getting away with being like sexual deviants for a long time. And I feel like now they're trying to change it and make black men the face of this. Like all these other white men who got in trouble, I don't hear anything about them. They're just like gone. Like you don't hear anything about them. But all these people who did stuff back in the 90s and in the 70s and 60s and people who are dead, they're the people who we need to punish. Got you. I gotta move. And that's why I'm not for this whole Michael Jackson documentary. Because I feel like, first off, he's dead. Can we agree with that? He's dead. He's gone. He's dead. There's been some people who came out and said they have lied about what they said that he did to them. And now we're going to take their word for it. Like, I'm confused about this whole thing.
In 2005, Robson appeared as a star defense witness at Jackson's trial when the singer was found not guilty of molestation charges. Robson testified under oath that Jackson never abused him.
I don't like the one-sidedness of it. I don't like that he's not here to say, it wasn't me, I didn't do it, you know, blah, 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 whatever rebuttal he would have. He's not here. They're trying to just tarnish his legacy, which I don't like. In court, he was found innocent, right? But now they're trying to follow this R. Kelly train and make him guilty in the court of public opinion, you know what I'm saying? Because in this case, I feel like there's no solid proof. I mean, granted, Michael Jackson is a weird guy. He was a weird guy. I'm not letting my kids sleep in bed with him. With any celebrity, for that matter. Like R. Kelly, we have a tape. We have, like R. Kelly, on the side of R. Kelly, we got a tape that shows what he did. I mean, it's just like, it's right there. I mean, so y'all can have R. Kelly. But Michael Jackson, I don't even want to watch it because I feel like it's going to be so just one-sided, and it's kind of unfair, I feel like. And I agree with a lot of what Monique said. You know, she already got a beef with OPRAH. She is pretty much saying like OPRAH, she wants to find these stories and she will, you know, it's all about getting the story. It's not about the people or what's right. That's how she kind of feels.
And you know, she even said, Monique, that she knew she was going to have some backlash. She even said that that there's going to be an uproar in the black community.
Yes, she did, baby. And when we saw her say it, she said it with a chuckle. which was also a little disheartening, because you ask yourself, what was the chuckle for? And thank you so much, baby. You ask yourself, what was that chuckle for? Was it a nervous chuckle? Was it a chuckle of, I really don't care? And you don't want to assume anything. But when you, for me, to watch that, and this man has been gone for over 10 years. And not only is he gone, he was found not guilty. He was found not guilty. And in my humble opinion, when you have a black man that is brought up on charges for sexually molesting children and white children, it was almost a feeling of, we're gonna get him. And when they came back and said, y'all, there's no proof, there's no evidence that this man did anything to anyone, we have got to throw this out of here. Then when the guy goes back in 2014 to try to do a lawsuit, they say, listen, we got to throw this out of here. So here's a man that was found not guilty in the eyes of the law. In the eyes of the law. And you wait for 10 years after this man is deceased to now do an interview with people that said they lied.
Take some calls, baby. Let's let the folks tell us what they think.
Let's take it.
I guess Oprah did a story about her molestation and brought her whole family on and didn't tell her and without her being there. And I think that's crazy. How could you do a whole show about somebody's experience when they're not even there? You just got the other side. Like, I feel like she sometimes maybe doesn't care about getting both sides. It's more about she wants the juicy stuff, or she just wants the ratings. Yeah, Monique was talking about how she was molested and, you know, by her brother and different things and people who have passed, and she doesn't talk about them because they're dead. And she was saying, like, you know, these people have families who had nothing to do with what was done. Just like Michael Jackson has kids and families that had nothing to do with this. And it's sad that they're doing this to their father died. And they still have to, you know, live with that. And now you guys are still bringing up this stuff. I think that's really unfair to them. And I think, like, if you didn't come forth then and you lied and you said whatever, it's closed, it's done. Why do you keep coming back and trying to say this? What good is it gonna do now? Is what I want to know. What good is it gonna do now? I like something that Lupe Fiasco said. Lupe Fiasco said, let me make sure I got this correct. Basically he said, stop giving your kids to weirdos. Stop. These documentaries, both of them, I mean, I didn't see the Michael Jackson one, but in the R. Kelly one, these parents were basically handing their kids over to him, thinking that there was going to be some type of fame and fortune that came with it. So they were okay with being like, oh yeah. And then when they didn't get what they wanted, all of a sudden, he did this or that, or they're going to lie and blackmail them. And it's like, you put your child in this situation. You felt so thirsty for money and fame that you were willing to sacrifice your child for it. Now y'all want to cry and stuff, and it's like, y'all basically handed them over to these people. It's like, you know, I don't agree with the Michael Jackson thing, but do you think I'm gonna give my baby to? No, there ain't no grown person. I don't care if this person's reputation was clean as a whistle. You best believe I'm gonna be right there like this with them. There will be no, especially if I heard anything about them doing anything to anyone. No, like R. Kelly, we've known, like, I don't know about the people outside the black community, but the black community, we've always known about Aaliyah and, you know, all these things. Like, it was never a secret. I remember when I was a little kid, my aunt telling me about it. When I was I was probably like 4 or 5 years, not 4, maybe I was like 5 or 6 years old. And my aunt was telling me that R. Kelly was messing with Aaliyah. And I was like, I remember I was a little kid. I was just like, she's only this age or whatever. So we've always known about it. And it's crazy watching the documentary because I see that Ignition and stuff came out after the trial. I'm like, what? That blew my mind that after these charges came out, that's when these big songs came out. And I'm like, dang, we just totally ignored because he made some good songs. And it's just like, that's crazy. That's crazy. And I don't want y'all to think that I'm saying because Michael Jackson's legacy, when he's so famous and he's such a, you know, icon and such you know, an influential person. He's a legend. But that's why we should, you know, keep his legacy intact. No, I mean, if you do wrong, you do wrong. But you have to get them when they're alive. It doesn't make any sense to me to get them. And this is stuff that we've known. Like, this is stuff that we know that these parents would allow their children to come and sleep with Michael Jackson and play, and, you know, that he had this Neverland ranch and that he was like a child and all this stuff. We knew that. So it's not like this is any news to us. But you cannot have everyone say, oh, I lied. Or people like Corey Feldman, is that his name? You know, that are coming and they're taking up for him because they're like, no, like this, he never did, you know, it's not true from what he says. Now, he was a kid who hung around Michael Jackson. He's vouching and saying, no, that's not what happened. And, you know, I just don't trust, once you lie and, you know, come on, I don't trust these people who come and say stuff about Michael Jackson. I don't. And I feel like there's people like Harvey Weinstein, like Donald Trump, like, what's the guy on the news? I think they're trying to make these black men the face of it, like R. Kelly, Bill Cosby, now Michael Jackson, the face of sexual assault, when they're trying to push they're pushing them really hard. Like, anyway, you guys see what I'm saying? Like, it just seems unfair to me, and I just don't trust it. I don't like how the media likes to take your attention and try to get you to feel the way they want you to feel. And I don't want that. I don't want them to make me feel a certain way about something. I want to have my own judgment and say, okay, I'll listen to this side and I'll listen to this side. But since I only have one side to listen to, I'm good. I don't want to hear it. R. Kelly's alive. He just did his little interview, so I was okay watching his documentary. He got to say his side. Doesn't sound good for him, but he got to say it. He chose to say what he wanted to say. But we got tapes. I mean, what can you say? What can you say to defend yourself against tape? My eyes. I trust my eyes. So if I see it, it's saw. It's seen. I can't take it back. You can't take it back. So, yeah, I don't know. R. Kelly, it's not looking good for you. But I don't feel like it's fair with Michael Jackson because, like I said, he's not here. This is very one-sided. They're trying to push you to feel a certain way. I'm not here for it. I'm not going to watch it. No. And you could say like, oh, this shouldn't be black and white. But in this country, you have to keep your mindset that way. As a black person, it'd be lovely if I could just look at everything and say,
this has nothing to do with race. Race doesn't matter. We're all the human race. I'm not gonna think of that.
I can't, because I know this system is built to keep us in a certain place, to keep a certain narrative going, to keep us looking a certain way, and to keep themselves looking clean and, you know, they're clean, they're good, this is, you know, what America is. This country is just great and it did everything right and we just are bad people and, you know, we just are criminals, and I'm not for that. So, you know, I am that pro-black. Yes, I am that pro-black. That I'm always gonna be like, what is this really about? What is this really? Is this what y'all saying, or are y'all trying to cover up something, or are y'all trying to distract us, or are y'all trying to make us the face of this now, or are y'all trying to, you know, people got money and power, they can do stuff like that. They probably push these things. Like, I wouldn't be surprised if Harvey Weinstein was behind pushing these projects. Like, yeah, let's. They're powerful, very powerful in this world, in this industry. And when you can have an influence on the media and you have ties in there, you just can't trust what's said. You just can't trust it. And that's how I felt. And I'm here with you, Monique. Like, nah, I'm not for it. It's not cool. That's not okay to tarnish a man's reputation who is not here, and his kids have to suffer because y'all want to entertain people and y'all want to make money. Like, that's basically all it's doing right now. And y'all trying to just make something that you know people are going to watch, and that's going to get views, and that's going to get people talking about disgusting things that don't need to be talked about. Like, there are people, like I said, there's people running the streets. Harvey Weinstein's out there running the streets right now, probably touching somebody, filling somebody up. Y'all want to worry about Michael Jackson and Bill Cosby's in jail. That's just hilarious to me. I'm sorry. Like, I was gonna say money can get you out of anything, but no. If you're black, money can't always get you out of everything. If you white, money can get you out of anything. But if you're black, even if you got a lot of money, they're gonna try to make an example of you. I'm not saying Bill Cosby was raped, but I'm just saying, like, you just still gotta be aware. Right or wrong, right is right, wrong is wrong. But you still gotta realize what society and media is trying to push. That's all I'm saying. Be aware. Don't let them push you a certain way, because they want to control you and make you think what they want you to think. And you have to say, no, you're not going to control how I feel. You're not gonna control me. I'm going to use my own judgment and say, what is this? What is this? Is this really all that it seems that you're trying to make it, or is it more? Is it something deeper? Are you trying to change my mind and make me feel and think this certain way that you want me to think? All right, so that's how I feel about the matter. Let me know what you guys think. Are you guys believing it and watching the documentary and feel like it's true and think that it's fair and okay and this is, you know, it just is what it is, it's justice being served? Or do you feel like this is just, they're just trying to tarnish him and change the narrative in the face of this whole Time's Up Me Too movement like I do? Yeah, let me know what you guys think. Alright, so if you guys like this video, y'all already know what to do. Help a sister out and give it a thumbs up. Subscribe, share, comment, and all that good stuff. And come on back next week for more. Well, alright, you guys. Until next time.